Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Skirbo speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Sunday, October 14th, and I'm going to do a reading on Jared Kushner. I haven't done a reading on Jared Kushner online yet, and what's precipitating this reading is his relationship with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, who is said to have ordered the murder of the journalist Jamal Khashoogi. And so I want to see how this is going to affect Jared, as far as his just how it's going to affect him. Now that this has sort of come to pass. So I'm going to be using the Connonlly deck. Hold on one second. There you go. I'll use the nice bright Connonlly deck for Jared. Okay, so, and I'll just put the cards up. So the first card, the immediate environment that Jared finds himself in. We have the Six of Cups. This is a card of nostalgia. It's the card of the past and the emotions connected to that. So I feel like he's looking at the past. He could be looking or thinking about it or feeling about the past in a remember when kind of remember when things were nice kind of feeling. There. Okay, what's crossing that? Oh boy. The Justice card. Okay. So, well, justice, cosmic justice. And it's cosmic justice when it's the Justice card. So, he's concerned about that. What's at the bottom of this? Okay. So here we have this card. It's an interesting card. It's a Six of Pentacles. So there's money here. And we have this very proud lord walking, holding hands with this sort of shy maiden. Okay. And so this, we could see that this might be the sort of Jared and Ivanka persona that they procured all those years, being in New York and being socialites and that such. So there is at the root of this is is money. Okay, so he's thinking about his money, but I think he's also thinking about perhaps maybe a simpler time when it was just about looking good in the neighborhood sort of thing. Yeah, simpler times. In the past, we have the King of Pentacles. This is a moneyed man. This could be his dad. This could be the Saudi prince. He also has a very tight connection with Netanyahu, which I wouldn't necessarily see this as Netanyahu, but he is very much influenced by older men who have money. And I guess at some point this could be Trump, although we find out that he didn't actually make his money. He got it from his dad, but it's another story for another day. Okay, what's in the sky for Jared? We have the Page of Swords. Now what's interesting about the Page of Swords is that I just did a reading on how the murder of Khashoogi is going to affect the relationship with the United States and Saudi Arabia. And the card at the bottom of the deck was that card. Was the, here we go. And I'll just pull it from the last reading there. See, the page. So this could very well, from the other reading, be some sort of hidden information. It could be the energy of the spy. This could be the Crown Prince himself, because it came up in the other reading as the crown prince not being mature enough to wield the sword. And so that may be what's like up in the consciousness, like all up in the sky, because that is true, right? He wasn't mature enough. He's, you know, kind of like a spoiled brat who's creating an awful lot of spoiled brats out there creating an awful lot of chaos. Okay, so this is the immediate future. We have the high priestess. The high priestess knows but doesn't say anything. So I think they're going to try to keep things hidden. I believe he's going to not say much, and he's going to sort of be sitting in the background. He after their initial like push out into the whole, you know, they had their push out into society when they did that, and then they got into the White House, and then it was all about Jared and Ivanka, and suddenly you don't hear anything about Jared and Ivanka, and they're keeping sort of things undercover. Unless you really listen, I guess you could hear if you're really listening, but you're not seeing it out there, and so that will continue that sense of sort of being silent and keeping secrets. How other people see this? We have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is a fiery, passionate, feminine, fertile, will not hold back kind of energy, feminine energy. I don't think people are going to let this go. I think people are going to be talking about it. People are going to be passionate about it. Perhaps more women than men, but certainly from the outside, things are not as quiet as he attempts to be. Things are not going to be quiet for him. His domestic situation. We have the Hierophant. This is the card of marriage. So I think that he's going to attempt to, I don't want to say hide in his marriage, but perhaps put his energy to more traditional experiences. Maybe work on something that has to do with this country that doesn't have anything to do with Saudi Arabia. Putting his energy there. I don't know. It's also government, so, you know, of course he's in the government, right? Hopes and fears. We have the Seven of Swords in this deck. We have people. These two musicians, and they're playing. This always reminds me of the musicians on the Titanic. So there's a sense of hoping that, you know, people get distracted by something else, but you can see there are still two swords up in the heavens in a dark cloud. So this is not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. We're not going to get distracted from this, Jared. I'm sorry to say. The card at the end is the Moon card. This is the card of lunacy. It's the card of emotions, up and down, emotional ups and downs, but it's also a card about lies and deception. So there are lies and deception for sure out there. Things are not clear. And again, we have two people. So we have Jared standing up, and then we have Ivanka sort of sitting back and observing. And she's a blonde, and he's got dark hair, so I feel as though some of the plans that he may have had in this direction have been squashed. If you can see in this card, we have a pool of water. There's a sword, that's the card of action, and a wand, that's the card of ideas, in the water. And so some of his plans have been sort of dunked into the water, and will not be able to be move forward. We may not find out what those were, though, so I don't know. And what's at the root of this, what's at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. In the Kabbalah, this vibration, the King of Cups, is the shadow of Donald Trump. And so you know, under it all is Trump. So what I would say about that is that I feel as though, having that as the card on the bottom of the deck, I feel as though he may not have wanted to foster this relationship with the Crown Prince. But he did it on behest of Donald Trump and the money that Donald Trump felt like he could make. I don't know, they must be getting some large kickbacks from the weapons manufacturers, because nothing that Trump does he not do to enrich himself and his family. So so this is not going to go away. Things are he's going to try to keep it under wraps. There's going to be a lot of obfuscation. That's where he's at. I don't necessarily feel like this is negatively affecting his marriage. I feel as though it's causing them to sort of come together to hold a more of a front, more of a united front. So we'll see what happens, right? So this is what's going on with Jared after the incident with the Crown Prince and the murder of Jamal Khashoogi. So I hope you find this reading helpful. It's really mostly curiosity on my part, in case you were curious too. That's what I see. So have yourself a great day. If you enjoy these videos, press the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you on another day for another reading. If you have any requests, you can put them below. If I can, I will respect. I'll look into it. There's another word, but anyway, words flying all around. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.